Hello and welcome to Adventure Bike Touring. My name's Anna and this is a video about what happened to my face. So for those of you who know me already, you might have realised there is something not quite right going on here. I basically fell down the stairs in my building whilst carrying my bike and smashed my jaw open on the bottom step. I fell pretty much a whole flight, and because I was carrying my bike, the impact of it went straight on my chin as opposed to putting my hands out. So there was a lot of blood, a lot of screaming, and I got taken to hospital. As you can see, I've had a lot of stitches, and I've got quite a lot of nerve damage in my face as well, so I can't feel this whole area. It's all kind of numb, so I can't feel half my bottom lip and my chin as well. So it's a bit of a disaster, actually. It is 2 weeks until I leave on my worldwide adventure bike tour, and I've spent a couple of weeks of the time just recovering from this, really. So it's been pretty stressful. If you are in any way averse to gore or seeing horrible graphic pictures, maybe now is the time to look away. So this is what it looked like when it first happened. As you can see, it sort of split the skin right back, revolting. And it actually, both cuts went right through to my mouth. So the poor junior doctor who gave me some water to take my painkillers with looked pretty horrified when I drank the water and it just came squirting out the hole. Poor Adam as well had to witness all of this as well. It's not been my best 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, a few weeks since it happened. I've just been recovering. I had a bit of time off work, had to have surgery on it to put it all back together, luckily I've still got all my teeth, so I'm really, really lucky. And there is a big old dent in my helmet. So I'm really lucky not to have landed on my head, basically, or really lucky not to have split my head open. Bike tour is still going ahead. I've got 2.5 weeks until I actually fly. The injury did throw things off a little bit. I feel a bit behind on all my plans. And I also feel a bit nervous, just in terms of like when I go down the stairs now, I'm pretty much definitely going to fall. I just feel quite anxious. I have been out on my bike since a few times. I did kind of like a practice tour with my 2 front and 2 back panniers just to see what it felt like riding with all that weight. But I do feel a bit more nervous just in general about life. I think it's kind of knocked my confidence a bit. Really hoping that this is it in terms of injuries. I'll obviously be as careful as I can, but you never know. The other thing is, I guess, because of like all the kind of healing in this area, my smile's now really lopsided. So as you can see, it kind of is quite tight in this area. But I'm hoping it stretches out and I get my normal smile back. That would be really nice. I actually tried to make a version of this video. I think it must have been about 2 weeks ago, right before I went back to work. And I just watched it back and I realised it was too depressing to put out, because I think I was just still really, really upset about the whole thing. The swelling was a lot worse, the scar looked a lot worse. So I'm kind of pleased I didn't put this one out, and I thought I'd just like have a go at re-recording it. So the long and short of it is, fell down the stairs, smashed open my jaw, got it stitched back together. I'm feeling loads better. Bike tour is still on. And I'm going to have to wear factor 50 sun cream on it for the rest of my life, apparently, which is like, oh no, like factor 50, really? So my lovely mum has got me some really great sun cream to take away with me. Apart from that, I would just like to say a big thank you to everyone who has helped me out and been wonderful. To my partner Adam, who is amazing. He cooked for me and looked after me and told me I was still beautiful, even when my face was just a big, swollen, scabby, terrible mess. And he's just been amazing. And I'm very, very lucky to my parents, when my parents who came to visit to look after me and got me like special lotions and potions to put on my face and have just been brilliant, and to my sister who came to visit, and my brother who sent me like a box of treats, and to everyone who's just been like really lovely and sending me nice messages. Thank you. And to everyone who looked after me in the NHS, you were all incredible. The NHS is like literally my favourite thing about this country. Just from the moment I fell, like my care could not have been better. From the radiologist who helped me take my earrings out before my x-rays, to my GP who like phoned up the hospital to ask about a few things I wasn't sure about, to my lovely dentist who's just been brilliant as well. Like everyone has been amazing. Oh yeah, and to the maxillofacial surgeon, obviously, who like stitched up this whole thing, like made it look a little bit less disgusting. I actually think he's done a really good job on it. So yeah, very lucky. Bike tour is still on. This is a small bump in the road, and yeah, hopefully my next video will actually be about bike tour. So anyway, Anna, Adventure Bike Touring out. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, see you soon.